So I have to kind of work with them. It's definitely giving Sabrina Carpenter, right? Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda. In today's video, I'm gonna be turning this face into Sabrina Carpenter. And yes, I don't look anything like her, but we gotta work with what we got here. And I thought it would be fun to see one of her looks on a brunette. The look I am inspired by today is the look from her latest album cover, Short and Sweet, that is coming out in August. I just love this peachy, glowy look that she has going on here. And I think her beauty looks is just like the definition of like a girly, glowy Barbie aesthetic. So I'm so excited to try it out. So her skin is always glowing, so we need to prep the skin. I'm gonna go in with Make the Make. This is their primer that is called Ginger Dewy Glowy Primer. It's such a good one. It is so glowy, so whenever I want like a really glowy base, I go for this one. I am literally sweating for you guys because I turned off the AC because it was making too much sound on my video. So I'm out here working hard. I like to mix in this glow primer from Chorus with my foundation. This foundation is just so glowy. Just gonna go all over the face and even out the skin tone a little bit. So I already did my brows because I'm like, this video is gonna take 365 days if I don't have done a little bit beforehand. But yeah, I just put in some brow wax and a little bit of brow pencil to fill them out because you usually have like a bushy brow and that's my preferred brow anyway. I also have like the biggest tan line, as you can see. But I mean, that's okay. I'm gonna be covering that up with the hair, so I'm not even gonna bother. I just like to go over with the beauty blender and just make sure that everything is like blended seamlessly, so you don't get any like brush strokes or anything. This is basically a blush, but I kind of like to use it as a bronzer and just like a natural contour. Also from Make to Make, it is called Omega Liquid Blush, and this is the shade Honey. It is so beautiful because it's kind of like a blush but also a bronzer in one, and it just blends so nice. And she don't have like a lot of contour, she mostly have like more blushes, so I want to keep soft so it doesn't feel heavy, just to give the skin a little bit of definition without being like a contoured look. This one blends so well. And then I'm gonna add the first layer of concealer. I'm gonna be going a lot back and forth, adding more concealer, but for now I'm gonna start with this one just to get a little bit more highlights in the face. I like to put it on all of the high points and around the nose because I tend to be red hair. And I prefer to use like a fluffy brush like this because then I can just tap it and it blends perfectly. And just like see how much that brightens. This is the Jane Arndale Pure Match Concealer, and I just love this one because it's so creamy. And it has pretty high coverage as well, but it doesn't feel like it's heavy on the skin. I'm also gonna be layering a lot of blushes. I'm gonna start with this one from La Glaze. It's like the perfect pink blush. I'm gonna make it more orangey. Just trust the process, but I want it to be a little bit pink in there as well. And this one is a good like starting point. I'm just starting to add the blush on the cheeks and kind of just drag it upwards. And I'm adding a little bit more as I go and kind of just add it into the hairline, like up on the cheekbones and into the hairline. Add a little bit on my nose. Oh, This blush is so pretty. This was the first time I tried out this blush. I actually bought it for this look. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Or am I? Okay, just a little bit more. I'm just gonna take whatever's left and just swipe that over the lid. I'm gonna go in and start layering the blush. I'm gonna be using the Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush in the color Joy. I think Sabrina would love this one because it's kind of like a blush and a highlighter in once, and she loves a highlighted blush look. And here we're gonna go all in. Like half of this look is the blush, so we're not gonna be shy. A little bit over the nose again. Just work our way up to the cheekbones. I also like to put a little bit on the temples just to make everything connect a little bit better. And then I'm gonna go in with the concealer again and kind of clean up the blush a little bit. Just putting it kind of the same places as earlier. Just making sure that I separate the blush a little bit from the middle of the face. Make sure you don't move the blush too much around. That's why it's nice to use a brush like this, so you don't like ruin the blush. You just want to kind of go around it. And you can also go in and just use your finger and just blend the edges a little bit more. Don't move anything too much around. Just kind of tap where needed. But I like to have a little bit of concealer on the cheekbones because it kind of just like lift the face a little bit. And to blend it even more, I just take what's ever left on the brush from earlier and kind of just blend them together. We're not done layering, so I'm gonna go in with the same blush in a different shade. This is the color Share. I just want to layer that on top to get like a little bit extra going on. It just gives like the perfect glowy effect when you layer this one on top. I forgot to blend in between my eyebrows. Just realized. And I love this sponge from Real Techniques, by the way. It's like has like a beauty blender. You can use foundation on one side and powder on the other side, and it's so soft. So I'm gonna go in and bake a little bit, especially here, to kind of just snatch the face a little bit more, and also to set the concealer. So I'm going in all the places where I actually put the concealer, just to like highlight the face and make those areas just pop. A lot of people like to keep the powder on for a long time, but I like to swipe it off basically immediately because I have dry skin. So if I leave it on for too long, it's just gonna make my skin look dry. So if I just like take it off right away, it kind of does it for me. And I just love this technique because it gives you this like airbrushed feeling. Just lifting this area and it softens the blush at the same time. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more blush though, because it kind of fades out a little bit once you put the powder on. But now everything just looks so seamlessly. So I'm just gonna go in with Share and just slightly, very carefully add a little bit more. Next up, I'm gonna add some highlight, and I'm gonna use this palette, which I love. This is also from Make to Make, and I'm gonna use the highlighter. So beautiful. This is like a little bit of like a peachy, rosy highlighter, so it's perfect for this look. From the cheeks and up, and on the nose, a little bit on the temples, just to get like an overall glow. Just gonna go in and melt everything. This is the Jane Arndale Calming Lavender. So good. Just melts everything together. Then for the eyes, we're gonna do a quite simple look. I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer so that I have some base to work on. Just using the concealer as a primer. Then I'm just gonna go in with a light shade, like a light matte shade for now. She always have this like lighter shade going all the way into her corner and up. Pressing the shadow on, making it very obviously that it goes from the inner corner onto the lid, but I'm not dragging it all the way out. I'm just gonna use the same brush and go in with a brown shade, going all the way on top here and out. And obviously me and Sabrina has very different eye shapes, so I'm kind of also just adjusting this to me. But overall I want that like doe looking eye or like very open eyelid. And I love to use a brow pencil that is pointy to just create a soft wing. And I'm gonna go in with the brown shade. I want to keep it to brown shades only because the look is very peachy, brown tones, not too heavy on the eyes. Kind of just create tiny bit of a wing with a soft brown. Also going along the lash line a little bit to get a little bit more definition. But what I noticed with her looks that she keeps like the liner and the lashes like longer hair. She kind of keeps this area more open. This is so easy. I just love this technique. The liner always look better on the other side because this eye is heavier. But we gotta work with what we got, girls. And I actually bought lashes just for this look because I usually never wear false lashes and I can't find them. I don't know where they are. I took them with me home and now they're just gone. I've been looking everywhere, so I've given up. But I mean, I'm probably gonna find them when I take this makeup off. But just imagine that I had like some extra lashes. And what I also like to do is just put it a little bit right here to just connect everything. Now I'm using the Lancome Idol mascara. This is one of my like go-to mascaras. I just love the brush so much. It's not too small, not too big. I think it's just so perfect. And then for the fun part, I'm gonna go in with this glitter pen. And I'm just gonna center it like right here in the corner of the eye. It just gives the Sabrina Carpenter feel because I feel like she always have a little bit extra here. And for the lips, we're also going to layer some products. I don't have the exact combo she's using, but I'm gonna try to recreate the best as I can. So I'm just gonna take what's ever left on the foundation brush and just kind of swipe that over to have like a clear canvas and to prep the lips a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with Stone lip liner and start creating definition. This is just like a nice taupey neutral brown. I'm just gonna line the lips. I'm just gonna be fading that with my finger. Go in and just blend. And I just soften the line with the concealer real quick. Going over. And she has a very like warm brown peachy lip. So I'm gonna go in and layer it with another lip liner. This is Cork, also from MAC. I love this lip liner. Blending with my fingers again. I'm gonna add some more warmth and like a peachy tone. So I'm gonna use the Flora tint from Benefit Cosmetics. And I'm gonna just go like on the sides here. And then take a fluffy little brush and softly blend. Oh, already looking so good. I kind of just blend it towards the middle, like I want most of the color to be in the outer corners of the lips. Now I'm gonna go in again with Cork because I know that her lip liner is very visible. So I'm gonna just enhance it even more. Really get the Sabrina feeling. Just in the middle. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. Just blend. Just to brighten up this area, get a little bit more of like a ombre effect. And on the cover, she didn't really have like a very glossy lip. She just like had like a little bit of shine to it. So I'm gonna go in with like glaze. This is the color Caramel Drizzle. And I'm just gonna concentrate it in the middle. Such a beautiful color. One more round of the hydration mist. So this is it. Let's just take the bangs down. I feel like it gives off, definitely gives off. I'm just gonna fix the hair. I think it's definitely giving Sabrina Carpenter. What do you guys think? My bangs are so much longer. I have to kind of work with them. But yeah, I love this look. So glowy, peachy, beautiful, like a soft glam. So let me know if there's any other looks you think I should try out, and I hope you like this tutorial, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see my next video.